Previously on Talk That Talk.
To say that this country has been in existence for so many years, but we're celebrating the first Black female justice is like, to me, that's not a quote unquote win. It's a win because we've achieved it, but that's not a win for the overall status quo for whatever the American dream is supposed to be. Let's just be honest. If you look at how schools are set up in regards to urban areas and low socioeconomic areas, they're quick to turn it to a STEM school, but don't give children the opportunity to be creative. But yet and still, you're not teaching them trades because everybody's not college material. But yet and still, we remove things such as cosmetology, welding, mechanics, so forth and so on, process technician. We remove those. And then we remove band, which could have been thriving at one point for an outlet for students, but we focus on sports. With all that being said, we don't protect ourselves because we still are dealing with the ramifications from that, in my opinion. When it comes to HBCUs and band, we're just going to stick with band. Isn't it funny how our parents, and I could say mine for sure, my mama say whatever goes on in this house stays in this house. And now we will live that code and creed until it comes to social media. Like, it seemed like when social media is like, I'm gonna prove a point by having Twitter fingers or Facebook fingers. I'm gonna prove a point. I look at it now like there's groups such as the uncut pages and whatnot. The sole purpose is to air dirty laundry for the sole purpose of tearing another person out, regardless of their mistakes or whatever the case may be. But I just look at it like, we not protecting each other. So how can you protect the brand? So that's number one. So we don't protect each other. Number two, we also are givers by nature. If you look at African American people, we love to eat together, break bread together, so forth and so on. That's what we do. We freely give. And because we've dealt with post-traumatic slave syndrome, I'm going to say something that's just going to be very unpopular. We still, real talk, are trying to please the master in certain instances.
Oh, wow.
That's a new one. but I'm just being honest. So it's like, that's why when we bring up things such as, well, that white mess, because we're reading, it's quote unquote white mess because now we're correlating it with slavery, as if reading music is a step down from who we really are. Take it, we talk about percussion for last week. We do things by oral transmission in African culture, but things get lost. So I'm saying? So when you speak about protecting the brand, it's funny how we put things about each other out. When a band director falls from his place of honor, we excoriate them, and we downplay them and so forth and so on. We don't know how to protect ourselves. So when other cultures come and steal, then we get mad. Like, we upset that other cultures, real talk, are playing neck now and doing different things. We get upset and we be like, oh, that's corny. But being honest, other cultures don't allow us to go in their spaces and do the same thing. The Japanese culture is very, very, in the Asian community, they focus on them. I just truly believe, as of right now, I believe we're going to get there, but we don't even know how to come together to even agree to disagree, to even protect each other. So when you're talking about protecting a brand, we freely give it too much. We don't protect it. We don't copyright it. So, but everybody wants to monetize from it. And then we allow other cultures to come, steal, and take it. That's just my take, bro.